This video provides an analysis of the Supreme Court of the Philippines case, the Salvation Army versus the Social Security System. We will explore the legal issues surrounding compulsory SSS coverage, the employment status of ministers, and the constitutional principles regarding the separation of church and state. This case centers on a significant legal conflict, determining whether the internal ministers of a religious institution are considered employees under the law, and if they are subject to statutory Social Security obligations. The key parties involved are the Salvation Army, a non-profit religious organization, and the Social Security System, the state agency enforcing mandatory social insurance. The core question is whether spiritual ministers, known as commissioned officers, qualify as statutory employees. This timeline shows the case's progression, starting from the organization's initial registration in 1962 through the church's request for reclassification in 2005, and culminating in the 2021 Supreme Court ruling that mandated Social Security coverage. The church raised several arguments, claiming that the minister's work is a spiritual calling rather than commercial employment, citing signed waivers from officers, and asserting that state-mandated security interferes with religious freedom. To resolve the dispute, the Supreme Court applied the fourfold test to determine whether a valid employer-employee relationship exists between the institution and its ministers. The court examined four criteria: the selection and engagement of officers, the payment of wages as remuneration for services, the power of dismissal, and the power of control over performance and administrative duties. The court ruled that the waivers signed by officers were null and void. Because Social Security laws are designed for public welfare, statutory rights and coverage cannot be waived by private agreements. The ruling also addressed the constitutional boundaries between church and state, focusing on how to distinguish purely ecclesiastical affairs from secular employment regulations. The court held that while the state cannot interfere in matters of faith, doctrine, or ordination, enforcing social welfare benefits for employees is a secular concern. Religious institutions remain bound by statutory social legislation. This chart illustrates the domain of jurisdiction. Faith, dogma, and ordination are 100% under church jurisdiction, while Social Security and labor standards fall entirely under state regulation. In summary, the court established that the fourfold test applies to religious organizations, that Social Security coverage is compulsory regardless of private waivers, and that state labor regulation does not violate the separation of church and state. Thank you for watching this breakdown of the legal doctrine established in this important Supreme Court case. The image sources for this video are listed here.